So today we are going to do this story, a question of trust. And in this story we will come to know what is the thing that writer Victor Canning wants to clarify. So dear students, you are now in class 10 and by now all of you are expected to come face to face with the reality. What kind of reality? That there is nothing fair in this unfair world. You must have seen earlier stories, a triumph of surgery where you find a dog enjoying much more than a middle class person can afford. Then you have the thief, a 15-year-old boy who is supposed to go to school, not able to go. And again here you find a person, Horace Denby, who is a 50-year-old man. Outwardly you feel that he is an honest businessman, honest citizen, because he has manufacturing of locks to people he has given employment. But writer is telling there is something that is there in the past of this man. 15 years ago he was sentenced in a prison, and there he served in the library of the prison, and there he developed a liking. Liking means a taste for books, exotic books, rare books. So this is quite unusual. A person here who is not honest person, dishonest person you can say, he is a burglar you can say. A burglar having fancy for the rare books, and there he gets this hobby from that library of the prison. And now what is the routine of this person? Once in a year he goes for breaking the safe of a rich person, takes out that money and utilizes that money in buying rare books. And this time now he has collected all the informations of a house that is here referred as Shotover Bridge, a big house. And in that big house he studies everything that is given in a magazine. Where is the garden, where is the room, where is the safe, where is the painting, everything, where is the bar, wiring and all that. And when he goes to Shotover Bridge, he found there is no problem for him, because he knew already that owners they are away in London, so there is no problem of owners, and both the housekeepers, or you can say servants, they are away for a movie. And this is a big house, and he has the knowledge that in that house there are jewelry ornaments worth around 15,000 pounds, and if he would sell those ornaments, the jewelry, he would get around 5,000 pounds, because somebody who is buying from him knows him that these are all theft items. But he feels that it is sufficient for him for another year. 3 books, rare books, were also coming in the following months, and he wanted to buy those books, so he wanted to go for this theft. You cannot give a reason like this, but it is because of his passion for the books that he is going for theft. And when he goes there, there is a dog named Shari, and he calls the dog by name Shari. Shari wags the tail, and this is the psychology of dogs. If you call them by name, if you are polite to them, they feel easy, they do not bite. So do not apply this trick. Maybe it may not work for many of the dogs, because dogs are of different kind, like people. Some are biting, some are barking, some are not barking, they are biting, some are biting, not barking, or some are barking. So here the writer is saying that this is the typical of a dog. If you call him by name, politely, if you deal with him, it will not bite. Sherry just starts a movement, stir, but after that wagging the tail in the kitchen, now it is quiet. So there is one, aspect of this person, Horace Denby. So what is that aspect? That he is having some problem of sneezing. So this Horace Denby, he has this problem of sneezing, and sneezing out of allergy that he is having, that is out of hay fever. This is a kind of allergy that you develop for pollen grains and dust. Pollen grains of some flowers, and from dust also. When it is that kind of situation, you start sneezing. So this is the problem with this man. Otherwise he is medically fit. So now you can say he is having one hobby. He loved rare and expensive books. Outwardly he looks honest, but he is not an honest person, because he had been there in the prison 15 years ago, and he developed this hobby of reading books or collecting those rare books. So that is the one thing that you must be knowing. Then now you find this Horace Denby. He is a protagonist of the story, main character of the story, but there is one side character, or you can say a foil character, and that character is of young, pretty, you can say, girl, and she is dressed in red. Red is, danger. So she is young and pretty, and when he is sneezing, that girl's listening to the sneeze and comes down, and she says, "Are you suffering from hay fever or suffering from sneezing, cold?" And then she introduces herself, posing and behaving, because she is also calling Sherry by name, and Sherry is wagging the tail, and Horace Denby thinks that she is the lady of the house. But in reality, you will come to know she is just another thief, another burglar. She is saying you are caught, and she is strict but not so hard, and she is saying, what will you do now? And Horace Denby is saying, yes, I will run away, but I am promising you I will not hurt you, but if you let me go, I will not do this kind of theft again. But the lady is saying, before going, you do this work for me. Open this safe. And he was knowing the safe. Where is the safe? It was behind the painting. Open the safe for me because I have forgotten the password of the safe. And you do this work for me. My husband is away. He would come in 1 month. Till then I would get it repaired. And she is trying to light one cigarette, and Horace Denby is helping her, and in that process he takes out his gloves, and when breaking the safe he is not putting on the gloves. So all over there are, his prints, thumbprints, fingerprints all over. And till 2 days after the robbery, when he is going, he is feeling very relaxed, and he is feeling he had promised that he would not do any robbery. But on the third day he is planning to break the promise, and because he wanted to buy those books, and with the same thought, in the noon only, one policeman comes and he catches him for robbery in the Shotover Grange. That is the name of the building. Shotover Grange is a kind of big building that is supposed to be there in villages. So it's a big building, and he is caught for that. And now he comes to know that it is because of that pretty woman. He is telling also to the lady of the house, she was not pretty woman, she was all elderly lady, and she looks like a wife of a rich person. She is grey haired, sharp tongued woman. She is of 60s, I think. So that is the thing that is given about this lady, and she is telling, what nonsense you are talking about. Did I tell you to open the safe? And now he comes to know that he is tricked. That pretty lady, pretty woman, pretty girl, she tricked him. And now in the end of the story you come to know that he is assistant librarian in the prison, and when somebody is saying we must talk about giving honor to the thieves, as we all are thieves, he is very angry because he is tricked by another thief. So this is the story. Go for the story, write a synopsis of the story, brief account of the story, and we will do the question answers. It looks like a simple story, but it is not. As I always say, simple things are not so simple, they are complex in nature. We will see the complexity in the next audio clip. Have a nice day. Thank you.